Is that better? Yeah. Oops. Yeah, good looking out. Appreciate you. Alright, so before we go on to actually configuring this guy, let's go over what I did to get to where the point where I'm at now. Um, we'll open up Navigator. I was in virtual machines. I appreciate that. So I created the new VM. Um, click next, and it was an OVA. So I had to drag and drop the OVA into here. See, it just popped up. It was a little slow. I drag and dropped the OVA file in here. It was pretty big. I think it was like 30 gigs or so. I could look it up later. But I dropped it in there, named it, and it uploaded. It took about 2.5 hours to upload. And when it got done uploading, the machine turned itself on, and I was left with what you see here. So as far as provisioning resources, I really didn't do anything. It was done already because of the OVA and how it was. It configured itself 32 CPUs. It gave itself 256 gigs of RAM. Oh no, I don't want to search that. God damn it! Excuse my language. If Vernon gets on here and hears me cussing, he's going to start yelling at me. And I'm not hearing enough shit from him next week. So, yeah. I didn't have to worry about provision resources. Now, DNA is resource intensive. That's why I have all of this crap. Hold on. We'll go to host. As far as home labs go, this is a pretty beefy host. Right? In total, I have 383 gigs of RAM. I have 3.64 terabytes of storage. Now, that storage itself isn't really that beefy, but the damn CPUs, I have 44 piece, so that's 88, and then virtual though, all logical 88. Yeah. So I have enough compute to run this lab. All right, so we're gonna get through it. Yeah, forget the deployment guide. And now, all right. So in the deployment, we're gonna go here. We're gonna skip this step. Enter static IP information for enterprise interface configuration. Static IP is configured as an alternative to DHCP for web UI configuration. I don't give a shit about this right now. I mean, I probably should, but hold on. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to skip that. It says step 0. There we go. Oh. That's what we want. We want to create an MKS. So we'll create it. We don't have a pre-manufactured cluster, so we're gonna go this way. If you opted to start installing, let's go do the advanced mode. Well, cool, because we don't have anything configured, so wipe it. We're gathering facts. And this is the paint drying part. Let's see here. That's the launcher. Nope. Alright, we've installed VMware. NTP is going to be time.nist.gov. It's just easy to do in the lab. Although, we'll have to make sure it has reachability. So I'll probably have to set up a NAT for it.
It's the towel.
Hey! Excuse me, y'all. I gotta wrangle a kid. And I'm back. We're going to deploy the OVA template. Here's is where we're trying to get to. We're trying to get to this maglev wizard. Yeah, so we clicked skip. We did the create MKS. We're doing it in advanced mode and proceed. After all the pre-configured appliance settings have been erased, the wizard page opens. So, in the next page, when this gets done running through its thing, that's where we'll set our start configuring our interface. We're going to try and run it on one. I don't think I need more than one in my lab environment. Access, use the enterprise port, and the web access port is the same IP. It should be fine. And it doesn't support FIPS mode, which is fine. I don't need FIPS mode in my lab, but I should probably know about it in case I get asked about it. So it exterminated something and it's restarting a container. So, Ruga, what you up to tonight? And my other folks coming in, hi, how's it going? Shout out for joining me tonight, I appreciate it. I'm clicking in here to make sure I'm not blowing all my resources out of the water, and I'm not. So that's a good sign. Well, let's look at that. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work anymore. Alright, so I'm going to run 192.168.0.254 as my enterprise network, right? I got 255.254 as my management network, but that's going to be my server net. Server net, I can reach from the home network. Home network can reach back out, but it does its thing. So that is my domain controller. I got it so it can actually reach out to the internet in full time and do its thing. I didn't need ICE to hit the internet, so I don't have ICE natted, so I just got the one. Man, why is this thing? This thing takes forever. That's the one thing about DNA Center. It's slow to do everything. Except for when it's up and running, then it's fast. The other day I was doing some work on DNA Center, and I deployed ETA, encrypted traffic analytics, and I hit about 80 devices. Every port on 80 devices was sending our Stealth Watch NetFlow version 9, and it took that to push that out took 3 minutes. So DNA came in clutch there. Fucking 86 devices, 48 to 96 ports per device. That was crazy. Really convenient. But what we're going to do with DNA after we get it installed, we're not going to do that tonight. Tonight we're just building. While in the lab work, we're going to push a little fabric. We're going to do a little. I do prefer ESXI over Workstation. Both have their places though. For running bigger machines like ICE, DNA Center, I can stack multiple VMs, run them at the same time, and have different network configurations. You could do that. You can nest ESXI in the Workstation. But hold on. Sorry about that. I had to go play referee for a minute. ESXI over Workstation. ESXI is better for running multiple virtual machines at the same time. I like it better. It's convenient and I know it better. Workstation's good for one VM at a time. So if you had a sandbox Windows 10 machine you were playing with, yeah, you could run Workstation Player no problem. If you had EVE-NG, my EVE-NG is running on Workstation Player. This is just Cisco documentation right here. Oh, here we go. This might be helpful to put in the chat, actually. The document we're working off of is the deployment guide you can find off of cisco.com for the virtual DNA. So, god damn it. So, right there off of Cisco's site, which everything you need Cisco provides, right? You just have to take the time to read it. You got to understand what you're reading too. So, yeah, no problem, man. While this is taking forever, Ruger, have you been labbing any lately? heard that. I'm streaming this. Before I had streamed this, I had an old Dell a PowerEdge 710. I had ice running. I had my domain running. Quit putting it off, man. Well, I might save up for it. CPUs are fucking expensive. I figured my cat's climbing on me. I figured that out. I've been doing that, but trying to build something good, it costs money. This is my cat Titus. We got him last weekend. But what was I saying? Flipping tired. Oh yeah, so I had my domain stood up. I had ice running. I had TACAX rocking and rolling in there. I mean, I had a default, not a default policy, but I had a priv 15 policy that allowed all commands, and then a read only. And I went to work, come back, and the server was dead. It was I was sad. I threw that thing in the back of my truck and let it rain for like five days on it. But that was kind of my fault for playing with old used hand-me-down junk. I mean, I didn't pay nothing for it. I mean, it worked great for what it was for. This one right here, it's a PowerEdge T410 I have sitting on the floor here. It's got Windows 10 with Workstation Player and EVG. So that's what it's going to work good for. I mean, this lab, the DNA Center, the ICE domain controller, it's going to talk to my devices in EVG eventually. So I'll try and come up with some clever way to link firewalls to it and play with transparent mode, the bumping wire. Yeah. Who else do we have on here tonight? I have 5. I have 5 viewers. Say hi, everybody. D Wiggly, are you watching this? Keystone was on here yesterday. No, it's still going fine. Or did my page skirt freeze and it's been... I bet my tab froze. Hey, my tab froze. Alright. So we're going to be doing an IP mode. We'll click in here. What the fuck? Come on, let me move. So we're right here, and it is frozen. It's not letting me select my options. Because all we gotta do is click next. We're not gonna do FIPS. Come on. Well, that happened. I'm back. Fighting with bedtime. The girls had dance today. So Riley, my 2-year-old, went to dance. And now she doesn't want to go to bed. She wants somebody to go lay down with her. I'm trying to clean up some of these open applications that I have running. Let's see here. Maybe this will work better. Instead of having it open in a new tab, I just used the little pop-out console to see if it's going to let me do what I want to do. Well, it's at the space bar. What the fuck? You know what? I'm gonna turn it off, turn it back on. Probably not the best thing to do. It might make it unstable. I might have to re-upload it, but this thing is just buggy. So maybe that's problem number one when we're running a virtual DNA center. You gotta have patience for buggy software. Lose the data. All right. So I dropped this back at step 0. I'll bet this thing's froze. So I mean, my keyboard's working. It's just not. Well, I don't have other sessions. Oh, wait a minute, what? Hey, I'm getting somewhere. Nope, we gotta stop that. No, 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 no. First time I stood up DNA Center, I didn't configure IPs where I needed to configure them, and I couldn't do anything with it, and I had to reimage it. We had to call TAC, get them to send us an image for it because it was the physical appliance, and we had to reimage that sucker. That was back in 2020. I mean, I'm sure things have changed, but they haven't changed that damn much. Nope, 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 nope. Wrong one. Console. View tab. Of course. All of my systems are protected by Trellix. Alright, skip. Create MKS. Well, this is probably about to be a bust. I'm back. Alright, start configuration of MKS in advanced mode. Yes. It'll help if I click the right window. Yes. Enter. Four other users. All right. I'm deploying DNA Center. With Cisco Catalyst Controller. IPv4 mode, that's what I want. But we got to this page earlier and it froze just like it did. Alright. No FIPS mode. Fuck FIPS mode. It says in the documentation that FIPS mode is not supported on the virtual appliance. Oh, it said it somewhere up here. Fucking A. Yeah. I haven't heard about that, but also I don't really pay attention to stuff in the medical world. I do know that, hey, okay. I do know that if I was running regular old disk drives instead of solid states, this thing would die. It wouldn't even get this far.
Riley's crying because she wants lady. You want me to go bring lady?
Yes. Alright, we're going to read this documentation right here. You don't need to enter any settings in the layer 2 mode used for the services. So, wizard page, click next. Alright, making sure I don't skip a step. Fucking A. I do. It's not even trying to peg them, but it has 32 virtual CPUs and 256 gigabytes of RAM allocated to it. It's only using 6 gigs of RAM, and the CPU's at 281. I don't believe it's resources. I believe it's fucking VMware acting stupid. I mean, storage is at 3 terabytes, a little over 3 terabytes. They're writing at, I mean, they're solid states, so they're supposed to be up to gigs per second, but I think it might have negotiated down to hundreds of megs a second. But that's not fucking A. Yeah, see, this is a hypervisor issue. Because every time that console pops up, it's not wanting to run in a tab, it wants to run on this embedded console. But it can't be a storage issue because it's not even trying to write anything yet. Well, I mean, it's not like it's a physical appliance where I can go hook up a monitor and a mouse and keyboard to it. That was the beauty of the physical appliance. You can just hook up your mouse and keyboard and monitor straight to it and get through it through the SimC. Well, no, even in the SimC you had console. Hey, there we go. Alright. Network adapter 1. 192.168. I think. Well, you gotta have an IP on it, SSH to it, and I'm just now getting where I can put an IP on it. I just did that. Oh. Alt F2. Alt F2 doesn't work. Now we're getting somewhere. Shut down the control in order to validate specific settings. Absolutely. Validate it. Proceed. Yeah, vSphere kind of stupid. No, this isn't vSphere though. It's just the ESXI host. But it's going. Cloud connectivity without proxy. That's not going to work. I said skip the damn proxy. Come on. FTP. What kind of file transfer protocol? Secure file transfer protocol. SFTP, TFTP, FTP, SCP. What do you want to know? Unsecured type's the best type, ain't it? Let everybody see what you're doing. Is it a here thing or a work thing? Yeah, we don't talk about work after work, man. But I got you tomorrow. What the fuck? You gotta stop that work shit, man. It's not good for you. Well, if you're in a lab, man, stream it. What do you have running your lab? Hey, we built a domain yesterday. I haven't joined any computers to it yet, but we built a user. Yuck. Don't really care too much for SQL. I mean, SQL is important, I just don't care too much for it. So, I knew it. I knew I set the maglev password. I was talking to somebody at work, and I did this. I put the password somewhere, but I guess I forgot to save it, and now I have to go through and reset the password, which is a pain in the ass. But I knew I set it. Oh, come on. What's more annoying is this thing keeps freezing. I know. And I knew it asked me to set one before. And what in the world? Oh, hold on. It's 27 consoles. Every time this thing freezes and resets, it's like another one. Alright, here we're going to keep the defaults because we don't really need nothing crazy. This is just so all the containers can do their talking. DNA has a crap ton of Docker containers within itself that come up, do its thing, and they go down. The defaults are fine. I don't use any 169s on my network. Proceed. Alright, so after all of this, we won't have to touch maglev anymore. I won't have to worry about this console bullshit. I'll be able to browse to 192.168.0.15. I should also probably install my Windows updates. Exactly what I want. Now 32 other users. Kubernetes copying manifest and config files. And then I won't be able to console into it. Hey! That was fast. I figured out what the root cause is. I'm damn near maxed out on my stupid little laptop. Come on, you piece of junk. Oh, that's why. Because it's not up. I had to reboot. I got a little too zealous. Almost done. Hey, I got a ping back. Oh, chaos is ensuing. I'm gonna mute this. Sure is taking its sweet time, but it's getting there. Had to say goodnight to my kids. Tonight's been a little crazy. So yeah, I think the thing to do tomorrow before I start the stream is figure out why this console is being so buggy. But that also might be a waste of time because as soon as this is done, I won't really need this console anymore. I'll be able to RDP to my domain controller. I can browse the ICE. I can browse the DNA. I'll take that back. We're going to need the console if we put FMC on here. But before I do that, I need to, once this thing's all up and running and doing what it's supposed to do, I need to see what the resource utilization looks like. But it's pinging, so this poor thing's crawling. Well, my laptop is crawling. Sorry about that. I have a satellite in my servers at the end of the house. They're connected. The Wi-Fi satellite connects to the router. The router connects to the switch. The switch is connected to the server. And then I'm connected to another satellite in here, which is giving me my Wi-Fi reachability to the lab. So that probably has part to do with the latency, but my CPU averaging around 96% with 4 tabs and Streamlabs desktop running is not helping anything. Yeah, the OVA's already moved over there. I moved the OVA 2 days ago, and it's been sitting on the config wizard. So all the files are local. There's also probably like a 20-second lag between what I'm actually doing in real time and what you're seeing. I guess I need to watch Zoolander to get the joke. Ain't that a badass background though? Yeah, man, you too. Rest easy. See you tomorrow. it says I got one viewer. My last viewer. I'm about to shut this off for the night. It's taking forever for this last little bit to go. I'll leave it the way it is, and I won't touch it, and I'll look at it in the morning, and I'll let you know if it's running or not in the morning, or if I gotta blow it away and start it over. But it looks like it's doing about what it's supposed to be doing, based off of the other times I've deployed this before. So, I also need the Streamlabs desktop thing is taking up most of my CPU and RAM. I'm pretty sure. Well, no, I'm not pretty sure. I know it's taking 50% of my CPU, and the rest of the 50% is just spread across random shit, and it's eating up all my memory. So I'm gonna call it a night and let this thing finish doing its thing. We can look at it tomorrow. But thanks for joining me, everybody. I put the I'll put the link to the deployment guide in the chat earlier. Feel free to scroll back up and copy it out and take a look. And when I post this video to YouTube, I'll remember to put the link in the description as well. But thanks for watching, and have a good night. See ya.